Make yourself comfortable. We do start by focusing on our breath. We want our shoulders back and down. Palms can be down or up. Eyes can be closed, or the gaze is off your cheekbone. As we start, bring your attention to your breath. Feel your inhale through your nose. Feel your exhale. Release all the way out. As you settle in, both of your sitting bones are equal on your mat or your block. We sit up tall. If you have a tendency to lean forward, bring your shoulders right over your hips. Sit up tall. As you inhale, breathe into your diaphragm, your ribs, your chest. As you exhale, feel the breath release all the way out to the bottom of your belly. With your inhale, breathe into your side and back rib cage. Take one more full inhale. Full exhale. At the end of your breath, eyes open, hands meet heart center. Take an inhale, reach your arms up, hands at heart center as you exhale. 2 more times. Reach up with your inhale, hands heart center, exhale. 1 more. Here's your reach up, hands heart center. Bring your arms to your side. Sweep your right arm up, stretch the right side of your body, lengthen. Switch sides, lift the left arm. 1 more time, each side. Right arm sweeps up. Left arm sweeps up. Both your arms go up. Connect your hands, flip your palms towards the ceiling. Lengthen through your waistline. Give yourself a big stretch. Release your fingertips, gentle twist to the right. Bring your arms down, add your twist. Fingertips go up to the ceiling, twist left. Fingertips go up. Hands come behind your head. Open your elbows wide. Press your head back. Feel the stretch. Take an inhale. Elbows squeeze front as your exhale. Keep your chin level. Open with an inhale. Squeeze as you exhale. 1 more time. We open. We squeeze. Keep your elbows open. Add a twist to the right. Add a twist to the left. 1 more time. Twist to the right. Twist left. Bring yourself to the front. Slide your fingers to your shoulders. Elbow circles up and around. Loosen up the shoulders. Take it around. Reach your fingertips out to the side. Here comes your reach. Hug a big ball open between your shoulder blades. Inhale, open your arms up to the side. Hug a big ball. Here's your open. This time, big hug. Bring your arms around. Give yourself a hug. Open up the arms. Hug. Take the opposite arm on the bottom. Open up your arms. Take your hands to your low back. Lift your chest. Take your chin up towards the ceiling. Give yourself a stretch here. Sit up tall. Slide your hands to your thighs. Take a cow cat. Lift your chest. Inhale. Drop your chin to your chest. Round through your spine. Exhale. Try to get all the sections of your spine as you lift and round. One more time. Bring it up. Round. Release it down. Sit up tall right here, and we bring ourselves into a child's pose. You can bring yourself up. If you had your block, you can set your block off to the side. Start in a child's pose. Now that is wherever it's comfortable for you. You could be having your knees wide. You could have your knees close together. If you can, have your forehead meet your mat. If that doesn't work, use your block. Now, as you focus on your breath, breathe into your back rib cage. Let it expand all the way out. And then gently release it all the way out. Breath. Bring yourself to your hands and knees. Slide up to your hands and knees. Set yourself out. You want to have your fingers spread out. You want to press your hands firmly and flat into the mat. And now cow cat, drop the belly, look up. Round through the spine. Here comes the drop and the round. Bring yourself right to center. We are going to warm up the lower body. Slide one foot out. Keep the ball of the foot on the floor. Push the heel away. Use that as a nice stretch for the back of the leg. If you don't feel it, make sure your hips are level. Lift the leg hip height. Add some ankle circles. Take it around in the other direction. Bend the knee, hip circles. Now getting that movement through your hip joint. Just like we did for the shoulder, we want to warm up the hips. Change the direction of the circle and take it around in the opposite direction. Next, slide the leg out to the side. See if you can plant the foot down so the toes are facing forward. Slide the hips back and forth. We want to have our foot, if possible, flat on the floor, and then add the slide back and forth, warming up the inner thigh and the hips a little bit more. One more time. Slide the leg back in. We're tucking in dolphin pose here. Bring the leg in. Drop down to your forearms. Press your elbows into the mat. Lift your shoulder blades up. Tuck your toes if you want. Lift your hips. And now you're going to warm up the shoulders, the back. Bring everything down. And now you're going to child's pose. Take it back wherever you need to take it most right here. Take the stretch. Breathe into your back rib cage. Return to your hands and knees and take your cow cat. We drop the belly, look up, and round through the spine. Here comes the drop and the look. One more time. Make it feel good. Now we stretch out the opposite leg. Bring yourself to center. One leg goes out behind. Press the heel away. Start with the calf stretch. Hold the stretch. Center yourself. Lift the leg. Add your ankle circles in one direction. Ankle circles in the other direction. Hip circles. Bend the knee. Take the leg up and around. Up and around. Change the direction of the circle. Take it around in the opposite direction. Next, slide the leg out to the side. See if you can plant the foot, rock the hips. There's your back and forth, big or small, wherever it works for you. One more time. Bring it back in. Here comes dolphin, lower down to your forearms. Push into your forearms, your elbows. Tuck your toes if you want. Lift the hips. Give yourself the best stretch you can right here. Soften the neck, soften the jaw, strong through your upper body. Knees come down, Sphinx pose. Ground down through your forearms, walk your legs away. Give yourself your stretch right here. Reach through the top of your head. Big lengthening, big or small. You might choose to keep it a little bit lower today. Cobra is next. Again, you're picking the version that works. You might stay low today. You might come up high. Once you're there, maybe you turn your head if it feels okay for you. Bring yourself down. It is going to be your reach and pull. Fingertips make a Y. Push the feet down, lift the upper body, add your pull back to a W. Here's your reach and your pull, reach and pull. For the next ones, if you want to lift your legs, go for it. Just make sure you're not in your low back. Otherwise, your legs can be up as you reach to the front and pull to the back. There's your reach and pull. One more time. Go into locust. Legs might be up already. If not, lift your legs, touch your toes with your fingers. Gaze towards your mat. Cobra, bring yourself all the way up. Take a look side to side. Bring yourself down. Press your hips back. Give yourself a child's pose. There's your stretch. If cow cat feels better, go for it. Big stretch here. Think of reach, lengthen through your shoulders, your wrists, your forearms. Bring yourself to your hands and knees. We are going to take a low lunge here. You're going to bring one leg forward. Fingertips go up so you can stretch the quadricep, the hip. Maybe you tuck your toes under. That increases the stretch a little bit more. We're taking our side plank here. Take the hand down to the floor. Sweep your leg. The front leg is going off to the side. There's your side plank on your knee. We're adding our crunch from your elbow to your knee and extend it out. Here comes elbow, knee, extend it out. Here comes the crunch and the release. Crunch. One more time. Hold it here. There's your extension. Hold it. Bring your arm and leg down. And we get ready for the other side. You take the opposite leg forward into your lunge. Toes down or up. Fingertips reach. There's the stretch to the front of the thigh. Set yourself up for your side plank. Hand is coming down to the mat. Sweep the leg off to the side. There's your hold. Add your elbow to your knee. You're going to crunch in, extend it out. Elbow, knee, extend it out. Here's your in and out. In, out. One more time. Hold it out. Pause. Bring your hand and knee back down. Set yourself up for your downward dog. Ground your hands, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Press your hips back wherever that works for you. For our first downward dog, add a bend in your knees. Now with the bend in the knees, think of shoot your tailbone away from the top of your head, and your head stays between your arms. Legs go straight and the heels are coming up high. Now you're touching the ceiling with your hips. Start pushing your hips back as your heels come towards the mat. They don't have to touch the mat. It's getting that long, get the weight back into your hips. If it feels better to keep a bend in your knees, add a bend in your knees. As you breathe, breathe into your diaphragm, your ribs, your chest. Double check that you're grounding all the way through your hands. If you like to roll to the inside of your hands or the outside of your hands, check to see that you're still centered. All the knuckles are connecting to the mat. As you exhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands, step or walk towards your hands. We are meeting at a halfway lift. Push your hands into your shins. Lengthen through your spine. Feel the stretch here. Forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you have to. Let your rib cage connect to your thighs. Drop your head. Give yourself a stretch here. Push into the bottoms of your feet. Reach your arms up. Full inhale. Bring yourself all the way up to standing. Hands, heart center. Now you can have your feet, big toes together, a little space between the heels if you want that. You can keep your feet a little bit wider. I'm bringing mine together today. Here's your reach up with an inhale. Take your side stretch. Lengthen. Reach up and over as you lengthen one side of your body. Bring yourself to the center. Lean off to the other side. Lengthen the side of your body. Bring yourself to center. Take your hands to your low back. Open your chest. Big chest touches the ceiling. Lift up. Big opening for the front of the body. Hands are going to press into your thighs as you push your hips back. There's your chance. Now, if you want to go lower, go for it. Just make sure we're keeping a straight spine here. Relax your shoulders. And now with an inhale, reach all the way up. Take a big inhale, reach up, hands come to heart center. One more time, we reach up. Start by stretching and leaning towards the right. You're leaning off to the right, stretching the left side. Push the left foot into the floor. Bring it to center. Lean off to the left. Push the right foot into the floor. Bring it back to center. Hands come to your low back. Open your chest. Take a big stretch right here. Here's your forward fold. Wherever you want to take it this time. If you want to go deeper, bend the knees. If you want to stay higher, stay higher. It's wherever it feels good for you. Take your inhale and your exhale. With the next inhale, push into your feet. Bring yourself all the way up. Hands come, heart center. We're going to start with the warrior two pose today. Keep your right foot towards the front of the mat. Take your left foot back and open up into your warrior two. First, set yourself up. Think heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Check your upper body. If you like to lean forward, see if you can bring your head straight up towards the ceiling and relax the shoulders. Gaze can go over your front fingers. Check in with your breath. Now strong legs, feet are melting into your mat. Shoulders are relaxed. Take one more breath here. Now with the next one, you're going to reach up and straighten your front leg. Right here. Take a reach up. Bring yourself back to the bend. Now on the next one, we're going to reach up. Fingertips are going to stay up. You're taking triangle with the reach of your arms. So here comes your triangle. We're going to keep our arms reaching around our head. Really use the core. Strong right here. Take one more breath. Warrior two. Bring yourself up. Bend the front knee. And slide down. Settle into your warrior two pose. Bring your hands to your hips. Take your extended side angle. We're going towards the front. And you're going to slide the top hand behind your back. And you're going to drop the right hand. Use that right hand to open up the front leg. If it likes to roll in, you're using it to open it up. And you're using the top arm to open your chest towards the ceiling. Take one more breath. Bring yourself up. You can straighten your legs, take your hands to your hips, toes face the corners of your mat, side lunges, sliding side to side. Getting some movement side to side. One more time each side. And now we bring ourselves to the center. Is going to be your goddess pose. You're going to bend your knees, open your arms up. There's your goal pose. Little twist for the upper back. Now our hips are solid, legs are strong. This movement is just in the upper back. Bring your hands behind your head. Elbows open, and now take an inhale. When you exhale, elbows front and drop the chin. Here's your open. Elbows wide, chin is level to the floor. Here's your exhale. Elbows in, chin drops. Two more times. Open with an inhale. Drop as you exhale. One more time. Here's the open. Chin drop, stretch it out. Open. Bring your hands to your hips. Legs go straight, toes face the front. Here comes your forward fold, wherever you want to take it. Maybe you sit partway up, maybe you take it all the way down, wherever it feels good for you. Slowly bring yourself up, take an inhale. Wherever it feels good, bring yourself up. And here comes warrior two, left foot to the front. Adjust yourself as you need to. There's this front knee bends. Remember, we're up tall. If you lean forward, that's going to take more strength through your hips, your core. Look over your front fingertips. There's the hold. Soften your shoulders. Take one more breath. And now with the next one, you reach up, front leg goes straight. There's that straight. Return to your warrior two. The bend. Now this time, arms go up. Keep them up. It's triangle. Front leg is straight. You slide your hip away. Open up, reach. Think a Y around your head. Strong through your core, strong through your legs. Focus on the breath. With an inhale, bring yourself up. Here comes your warrior two. Bend the leg. Keep your chest up. Extended side angle. That means your right hand's behind your back this time. Left arm can come down, and you use the left arm to keep the left knee in a line with your second and third toe. Lots of strength here in your core. Lots of strength in your hips. Remember to breathe, wiggle your front toes, make sure you're pressing into the bottom of the foot and not into the knee joint. Warrior two, as you bring yourself up, fingertips reach, settle into the pose. Hands can come to your hips. Leg goes straight, toes face corner of your mat. Here comes your lunges side to side. Use it as a nice little break, a little stretch in between, movement for your hips. When you finish this one, bring yourself to the center. Goddess poses here. Slide the knees open. Arms come up. Here's your twist. Get that movement in your upper back. Hands come behind your head. Add side crunches. Tap the elbow to the ceiling. Bring it up. Switch sides. Elbow taps the ceiling. And bring it up. There's your tap. And lift. Tap. And lift. We have 4, 3, 2. Finish this one. Meet in the center. Hands come to your hips. Legs go straight. Toes face front. It's your forward fold wherever you want to take it. You might choose to stay high today. You might choose to take it down lower. Maybe you reach towards your ankles, the outside of your feet, your big toes, wherever you want to take it today. When you come up, soften the knees, take an inhale, take your time, bring yourself all the way up. We take a big step to the top of our mat, hands heart center. We're going through a vinyasa here. You reach up, take an inhale. Forward fold is your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, exhale. Walk your feet back. Here comes your plank. Set yourself up. Maybe you're on your toes, maybe you're on your knees. We lift up between our shoulder blades. Be nice to your elbow joints. Hold the plank a little bit longer. We lower down to the mat. Take your cobra, wherever that is for you today. Release yourself down. Press your hips back. Here comes your child's pose. Give yourself a stretch here. If you want to add some wrist circles, we are coming back to some movement on our hands and knees. We're going to do our balance and our crunches. So give yourself the break you need. Start planting your hands down. Set yourself up. You're on your hands and knees. We start with our balance. Take one hand out in front of you. Here comes the opposite leg out behind you. Drop the hip. Add your crunch. Elbow, knee, bring it in. Extend it out. Here's your in and out. Bring it in. Extend it out. 2 more times. 1 more time. Hold it out. There's your hold. Check to see hips are squared, strong through the center. Zip the core. Relax your arm and leg down. We get ready for the other side. Arm goes out. Leg goes out. Drop the hip. Zip the core. Add your movement. Elbow, knee. Extend it out. Elbow, knee. Extend it out. Here's your in and out. In, out. One more time. Hold it out. There's your out. Bring your arm and leg down. Take a child's pose here. Press your hips back. Give yourself a break. Little circles through the wrists. I'm adding on one more move. Shake it out. Again, ground your hands. Your choice here. You can take your crunches from your hands and knees. I am going to take a downward dog. From the downward dog, you're lifting one leg, three-legged dog. Now you can either do your crunches from where you were, or we have slide into your plank and pull your knee forward, and then you press it back. Here comes knee to nose. Slide forward and press it back. So think plank as you slide forward, downward dog, press back. One more time. Slide forward, slide back, set the foot down, get ready for the other side. Toes go up. Slide the knee forward towards your nose. There's your plank, and press it back. It's a plank as you slide forward, lots of core. Press it back. Two more. Bring it in. Extend it out. One more time. In. Out. Downward dog. Connect with your breath. As you exhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands, walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up. Hands, heart center. We're taking our warrior one pose. Right foot stays to the front. Left foot is going to step back. Now, if you want to have blocks nearby, I am going to take us into standing splits from here. So if you want blocks, you might even want them high, wherever it works for you. First, warrior one. Left foot steps back. Fingertips come up. And enjoy your warrior one pose here. Feel your feet ground down, lift your big toes. Feel the back glute, nice stretch in the back leg. Make adjustments if it bothers your knee or your low back. Bend in the front leg. Shoulders are relaxed. Bring your arms into airplane. Shift your weight to your warrior three. That's where we're starting. So maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you're going to bring it down just a little bit, working on your balance. Maybe a little bit more. From your warrior three, bring your hands to your blocks. Take your standing splits. So here comes lift of the back leg. Wherever that works for you. Focus on the breath. Bring your back leg down. Stand all the way up. And we'll take our warrior one on the other side. Left foot stays to the front. Right foot steps back. Fingertips go up. Again, double check. Feet are pressing down, but the big toes can lift up. Squeeze the back glute. Soften the breath. Relax the shoulders. Airplane arms, bring them by your side. Shift your weight to warrior three. And again, you're picking where it works for you today. Maybe it's a little. Once you're in your warrior three, take a breath. Start bringing yourself into your standing splits. Here comes, lift the back leg up. Strong front leg. Stay connected to the breath. And then bring the leg down. Stand all the way up. Hands, heart center. We're taking our high lunge. Right foot stays to the front, left foot steps back. That means you're on the ball of the back foot, heel is lifting up. I want you to squeeze the glute, strengthen the quad, fingertips go up. Get your balance. Bring your hands to your heart center. Lean forward, add a twist, big or small, wherever it works for you. I'm keeping prayer hands. Feel free to open your arms if you'd like. Remember, the back leg is active. Squeeze the glute, strong back leg. Bring yourself back to the front, but take your hands to your blocks. Hopefully your blocks are still nearby. We're returning to our standing splits. You're going to shift the weight, lift the leg up, wherever that is for you. Big stretch here, standing splits. When you bring the leg down, bring it behind your front leg. So now you're crossing your legs. The left is behind the right, and you're taking a nice stretch right here. Feel the stretch down the back of the leg. Push into your feet, bring yourself up, reach all the way up. Hands come to heart center. Uncross the feet, and we do that on the other side. Ground the foot. High lunge on the other side. So you're on the ball of the foot. You squeeze the glute. Fingertips go up when you're ready. There's your balance. Use the strength of your legs in the balance. That means we have to engage and back the leg a lot. And start coming to your heart center. We hinge, twist, big or small, wherever you want to take it. Push your palms together. Remember that back leg is still strong. Remember to breathe and twist. Sometimes we hold our breath. Bring yourself to center. Here comes your standing splits. Hands can go to your blocks. High, low, anywhere in between. Shift your weight. Lift the leg. There's the lift of the leg. Strong standing leg. Cross your top leg behind your bottom leg. There's the cross of the leg, so you can add a stretch. Relax into the stretch wherever it's appropriate for you. And with an inhale, slowly bring yourself up. Take your hands to your heart center. Uncross your feet. Take a chair pose. Hips slide back. Fingertips go up. Hold your chair pose. Feel the strength. Now, I have my fingertips out today. Goal post feels a little better for me. I'm coming into goal post. You choose where you want to take yours. Take one more breath here. Bring your hands to your heart center. Forward fold, big or small. Again, it's where it works for you. Give yourself the stretch that you need. With your inhale, reach all the way up. Hands come to your heart center. And we are going to practice our tree pose. Find the spot that you like for your balance in your tree pose. Pick the leg you want to start with. When you're ready, maybe it's kickstand. Maybe it's low. You might be taking it high. It's really what works for you today. And the arms can be in, but maybe you open them or you take them high. Now remember, tree pose is about opening your knee out to the side. Focus on your breath. Find your focal spot. Relax your arms. Relax your legs. Shake it out and get ready for the other side. Same idea. Hands wherever they work for you. Foot wherever it works today. High, low, kickstand. Arms, maybe they're in, maybe they're out, maybe they go overhead. Focus on your breath. Hands come to your heart center. Relax your foot. Meet at the top of your mat, and we are going through a vinyasa, taking it down to the floor. Hands heart center, heels under hips or toes together. Big inhale, reach up. Forward fold is your exhale. Wherever that feels good for you today, that's where you take it. Stay for an extra breath. Feel the inhale and the exhale. Halfway lift. Push your hands into your legs. Extend your spine. Forward fold. Bring your hands to your mat. Walk your feet away. Hold your plank. There's your plank. Strong center. Knees come down to the mat, and here comes your cobra. Bring yourself all the way down. Cobra, elbows back, shoulders back, wherever it feels good for you. Maybe you take a look off to one side, look off to the other side. We lower ourselves down. Take your child's pose. There's the press back. Give yourself a nice stretch through your hips. Whatever feels good for you. Downward dog, press your hands into your mat, tuck your toes, lift your hips, give yourself a nice big downward dog. Use it as a stretch, relax your neck, your jaw. We are bringing this through to a seated position. You're bringing one leg forward, sweep the other leg back. Boat pose. We are going to practice our boat pose. Whatever version of boat pose you want to take today. You could keep your feet down as you lean back, hold on to your thighs, reach your fingertips. You could lift the legs, hold on, and then still reach your fingertips. It's your boat pose, so many versions. Pick the one that works for you. You want to stay strong through your core. Soften the shoulders, relax the neck. When you lower down, take butterfly bound angle. The bottoms of the feet can come together. Take a little stretch here. We are going to do this. One more time, we'll do boat pose. Take the stretch, bring yourself up, set yourself up for boat pose, wherever that is for you today. It could be legs up, legs down, fingertips front, fingertips up. There are so many options to pick the one that works for you. I'm somewhere in between. Soften. Remember, this is core. If it's bothering your low back, you need to make adjustments. Hold it a little bit longer. Bottoms of the feet come together is butterfly bound angle. Give yourself a nice stretch here. There's your stretch. Now we're going to get ready to take it down to the floor. I want to make sure I have a block and my strap nearby when I get there. I'm going to put it by my head. I am going to take my butterfly legs and roll yourself down. Press the bottoms of the feet together. Use control on the way down. Once you're there, you're adding your crunches. Here comes your lift and your lower. There's your lift and lower. There's your up. And there's your lift and lower. We have 4, 3, 2, one more time. Relax the upper body. Make it just the lower body. Lift your lower body. There comes your up and your down. Little tap. Up and down. So now we're focused on just the lower body. Make any adjustments that you need. Make sure you're keeping your low back against the mat as you lift and lower. We'll do one more here. When you finish that, you can keep your legs down. Take the bottoms of the feet towards the floor. Here's your bridge. Lift your hips for bridge. Now think straight spine here. So if you drop your hips, think shoot the hips away. Straight line from the shoulders to the knees. So that means we have to zip up our core. Bring the rib cage in. Slowly bring your hips down. Take your elbows onto the mat. We're going to bring ourselves partway up. We're going to be on our elbows here. We're going to do our quadruped leg lifts. Take one leg out in front and add the lift and lower. So we're going to be on our elbows today. Now, I don't want you to sink. I don't want you to crunch in your neck. You still have to think, zip the core, reach through the top of your head, lift and lower the leg. Feel your quadricep work. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Once you finish this one, switch legs. We're going to take the opposite. So that foot is on the floor. Leg is out straight, and then you slide up and slide down. Again, double check. We want to make sure we're lifting, opening our chest. I don't want you crunching in your neck. Be nice to your neck. It's a lift and a lower, lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Finish this. Your foot comes to the floor. You're going to bring yourself up to your hands and lift your hips up. Here comes that reverse tabletop. Lift the hips. Right here, give yourself strong through the back of the body. Remember to breathe. Lower your hips down. Bring yourself all the way down to the floor. You can bring your knees in with you. Give yourself a nice hug, maybe circles on your back. Release it out, make it feel good, circle in the other direction. Bring your foot down, feet down to the floor. Take your bridge right here, hands are by your side. And now set your heels up. Let your fingertips touch your heels. That's where you want your feet, and then lift your hips. And then press into your feet, open through your hip flexors. Think strong through the back of the body, strong through the front of the body. Hold it a little bit longer. Release your hips down. Take some windshield wiper legs. Little break for your low back. Take it off to one side, off to the other side. One more time, bring your knees in towards your chest. We're going to do some reverse crunches. Hands are going to be by your side, palms up. And now you're going to lift your hips up and bring it down. There's the lift of the hips and bring it down. It's kind of a small movement. We don't want to use momentum. I want you to focus on the lower core as you lift and lower. There's your lift. Lower. So palms are up, so you can't use your hands to get your hips up. We'll do 2 more. And then when you finish that one, your toes go up towards the ceiling. So now you're going to reach your toes towards the ceiling. Point your toes, and now pull your toes down towards your forehead. Point your toes to the ceiling. Pull your toes down. Here's the point and the flex. Keep your toes pointing up and now spread them apart. Get space between every toe. Wiggle the big toe, wiggle the little toe, get movement. Really focus on control of your toes here. You want to be able to move your toes and then soften them, circle it out. Now we're going to open our legs to a V. open your legs up wide. Hold them wide, add your pull of your toes back and the point of your toes away. Here's your flex and point, flex and point. One more time. And now you're going to point your toes and stretch your toes out. Get space between all your toes. Stretch them out. Soften, add some ankle circles. Circle it around. Bring your legs back up. Toes are towards the ceiling. Hold it there. Maybe you paddle your feet a little bit, adding a little extra movement. And now you'll start bringing your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Hug one leg in, extend the other leg out. You're stretching through your hip right here. Press the heel down, the calf down, open up the hip. Grab your strap, I hope it's nearby here. Take this strap around the bottom of the foot and press the bottom of the foot in towards the ceiling and play around with it. If you need to angle the foot in to get the good stretch or rotate it out or center it, maybe it's a matter of you like to have your leg out to the side. Can you bring it directly over your hip and get the best stretch for your feet, your leg? We're opening the leg to the outside. Now try to keep your hips squared to the ceiling. Pull the toes towards the wall and then little movement. Pull the leg forward with the strap. That'll deepen the stretch. But try to keep your hips squared to the ceiling. If you fall over to the side, center yourself. Bring the leg back to center. Switch the hand holding the strap. You're taking the leg across your midline. Now keep the work in the outer hip, outer thigh. So we don't want to collapse into this. Make it an active stretch. Bring the leg back up to center. Both your knees come into your chest. Give yourself a little break. It's your little circles on your back. You hug the opposite leg in, the other one goes out. This is a stretch. Push the heel down, push the calf into the mat. See if you can get your thigh to connect to the mat. From here, you can start taking the strap around the bottom of the foot. Take the foot towards the ceiling. Now, once it's there, maybe you swivel the foot in. Maybe you swivel the foot out. Maybe you have it squared. Check to see, is your leg really over your hip or do you have it opening to the side? I mentioned that because that's ways to avoid the stretch. We try to go away from where we would get the best stretch. So double check you're aligned. Open the leg to the outside. Here's your chance. Stretch your inner thigh. Let the toes face the wall in front of you. And then pull the leg a little further forward. Hips have to stay squared or you're going to lose some of the stretch for the inner thigh. Bring the leg to the center. Take it across your midline. And there's the stretch for the outside of the hip, the outside of the thigh. Keep it active. We don't want to collapse into this. You want to make it an active stretch here. Bring the leg up to center. You can set your strap down. Take a happy baby. Knees are coming in towards your armpits. Bottom of the feet to the floor. It's your chance. Little side to side. Bring your feet down to the mat and take a figure four. Ankle is going over. You might stay low. Feel free to take it high. Maybe you grab your thigh or your knee, wherever it works. Take this stretch here. Release this side, take it to the other side. You're taking your figure 4. Low or high, hand can be behind the thigh or it can be in the front. Bring the leg down. Now, keeping your feet on the floor, open the arms to the side. I use a block when I do this. Keeping your feet down, arms to the side, add your twist here. So it's going to be a little bit different because we started with feet down. The stretch is in a different spot. When we keep our knees further away from the body, use that to open your chest. Can you keep your shoulders down, chest open? Bring your knees back to the center. We have the other side. Feet are meeting the mat. You can move your hips over if you want. There comes this stretch off onto the other side. Start bringing your legs back to center. Now we're going to take the knees up towards our chest. Open your arms to the side. And now you're going to rotate to the side with your knees closer. And it's going to be a little bit different than what we just did. And then make any adjustments to get the best stretch you can for your body here. We take it off to the other side. There's the rollover, chest is open, wherever you want to take the stretch. Bring it back to the center. Reach from your fingers to your toes. Here comes that long stretch. Lengthen all the way out. Banana stretch as you take everything off to one side. See if you can keep your shoulders down, your hips down, and you stretch this side of the body. Take it off to the other side. Banana stretch in the other direction. Bring it back to center. Take your right knee in towards your armpit. It is happy baby on one side. Keep the other leg down. Open up. Feel the stretch here. Release this leg down. Switch sides. Take the left leg up so it's half happy baby on the other side. Opening up through the hip. And now both your legs can come up. Happy baby. If there's any other stretches you want to do, go for it. Feel free to add anything else. If you feel tight anyplace else and you need to take a stretch, we want to start getting ourselves comfy for our Savasana. So if there's anything else that you need to do to make yourself comfortable, do it now. From here, we're going to start getting ourselves set up into your comfortable Savasana. You can take your hips out to the corners of your mat. Shake it out. Give yourself a little shake. Maybe it's a couple big breaths, big exhales. Arms in a comfortable position next to you. And as you settle in, let your breath go at your own pace, your own rhythm. Once you're settled in, begin scanning your body from your head to your toes. Relax your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, your tongue. Shoulders relax in the mat. Fingertips are soft. Breath is relaxed. Feel your hips sinking into the mat. Let the thighs, the lower legs relax. First song. Begin adding movement in your fingers and your toes. Deepen your breath. Add a long stretch. Reach overhead. Let your toes point away. Bring your knees into your chest. Start waking everything up. We would gently take it off to our side. That's your chance to reconnect with your breath. Start bringing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. We will meet with our hands heart center. With an inhale, reach up. Hands heart center. Namaste.